Hi friends, I would like to tell you what is very good, and this is going to interest you, how to get more flexible. I get a lot of questions from my students from my teacher training people, and they always tell me Samarth, tell me how to get more flexible in limited time. So there are some very good recommendations, and that is 5. The first one is warm up. So depends, I'm a yoga person. I never go for running, jogging and some jumping and police parade exercises for warm up. I have designed my warm up. I do some tadasana, I do some handstand, I do some basic flexibility, kind of parivat trikonasana, this kind of setup. Even a lot of my students, they also have designed some of their own warm up thing. So find out what kind of warm up suits you and do it regularly. So always start your practice with warm up. What happens, some people they have some target, they would like to go for full chakrasana or full back bending, and they do it right away, but that's wrong. They should do some basic back bend, camel pose or some breech pose or that kind of poses 3-4 times, then they go for that. Everyone has different body, but eventually I tell you, people, they end up with very good flexibility. I know 20 years back when I used to go for I tried leg split. It was difficult for me, but right now what happens that in midnight, if someone tells me go for Hanuman asana or full leg split or something like that, I can do it very easily. So over the period of time, probably you don't need any warm up thing, but right now you require, if you are a starter beginner and you have flexibility issues. The second thing which is very important, and that is consistency. Doing 2 hours yoga 3 times a week, or doing 3 hours yoga 2 times a week, that is not going to help for flexibility. Doing 10 minutes yoga every day I mean include Sunday as well. I do yoga practice regularly, I don't take any break entire month. I take 1 day break, and which is New Moon day. On that day I take break. So find out your consistency. Being consistent helps a lot. What major advantage you will get out of this, if by some reason, if you stop doing practice for 1 month or 2 months or something, you will not lose your flexibility. You will regain very easily, and that's the major advantage of this. So go for it. The third number, find out what suits you. What kind of, there are some people who is very good with vinyasa, flow, power yoga, and that suits them to develop flexibility. There are some people who is like me, for static practice, that helps a lot to improve flexibility. So find out how it suits you, what product suits you, dynamic or static, and go for it. Everyone has different body, understand it, understand your age, understand your limits. Even I have seen flexibility is kind of genetical as well. If you have more flexible people in your family, you are more likely to get advanced practice very easy. The next is rest. Rest is very important. Take proper rest. There are plenty of resting positions in yoga, like child pose, crocodile pose, shavasana. Find out what suits you and do it. Devote at least 50% of time in rest. What I do is, if I practice for 1 hour, I go for 30-minute rest. I dedicatedly do 30-minute resting positions in my 90-minute practice, and do it. That will help a lot. These are the very important things. The last one is avoid injuries and prevent injuries. So what happens, for some day you are very good with your hamstring flexibility, the next day would be the same, the third day would be the same, that later on you might find it's tough to pull that much. So avoid it. Don't over push or stretch on that day. So there will be some days, there will be some time, in those days there might be stress is higher, or you have done something overdone like some other practices. So just give yourself some time on like avoid it. Avoid over pushing and over stretching on those days. So this is very important to find out, like not over pushing and over stretching. So go for it. Give yourself some very good time. Do not over push, do not over stretch. So these are the very important 5 things. I repeat once more: warm up poses, then go for consistency, find out very good consistent plan, do it daily. Whenever you go for yoga practice, do it empty stomach, take proper sleep, proper rest, and find out what suits you, dynamic or steady. Go for it. You can always like comment me, question me, or like you can ask me anything, whatever like issues you are facing in developing your flexibility. We have had a lot of people in our teacher training, in our classes, in our practices. Even like our teachers, they are more than 500. They are teaching all over the globe, and they are also helping so many people without injuries. We are also working with hospitals and some rehab centers, and they are also very happy with us. So we have like large variety of like expertise. Thanks for watching, and see you soon. Bye bye.